Hello, beautiful soul. My name's Jody, and I'm working on sharing my tips to turn your ascension into success. I just recently did a video about what dimensional changes were, and within it, I spoke about the new earth. Now, I've also done another video about how business will change in the new earth. But what actually is the new earth? So, I just wanted to clarify that the new earth is basically evolution. Now, it's not a physical place that we're going to walk through a portal and end up in. And it's also not a level of control that we're going to be able to put on the people through some sort of an election or destroying systems by burning all of the books. So we know in the past that doesn't work. But it's really important, I think, that knowing this new earth is very gradual. And when I say gradual, it is an evolutionary shift that is going to take quite some time. And if you look at humanity in the past and as a whole, these shifts have been occurring through various years and experiences through time. And so none of them were overnight. Now, we are technically in, at the moment, what is known as the new earth. And what that means is the earth is actually going through its own dimensional shifts. It's going through its own transformation. And just like us, it has to go through and work through our inner stuff. So it's going to bring up like dark night of the soul. There'll probably be lots of natural disasters, has been already. Natural disasters, cleansing, purging, all of the things. And we can sometimes see that with viruses or, different things that are happening all over the world. And what this is because the earth actually, if you weren't aware, is its own consciousness, it's alive. And so it needs to process just like we do and go through all of the changes that are coming with the dimensional shifts and ascension itself. And so because it's like a living organism, it has to go through these processes. And the reason why I think it's really important that I wanted to do this specific video about the new earth is because there tends to be a lot of frustration around the current systems that are in place. And don't get me wrong, I don't support the current systems in place in a lot of the areas at the moment. However, it is only through unconditional love that these are ever going to be altered as a whole. And it's going to take time. And I think this is why it's so important to come back to self and do the inner work. Now, just like the earth is doing for herself, it is our role to work on ourselves to the point where we can expand. Because ultimately, when we are able to hold more light, we are going to shine brighter for the rest of humanity. And this isn't going to come by forcing people into a way of thinking that they don't agree with, just because you are aware that it's a better way. And this can really be like one of those cogs that kind of gets stuck, and it's like, yeah, but I know what's happening. Yes, ultimately within our ascension process, we are going to become aware of various truths and various ways that the world has been operating that aren't the best. So it's important to know, yes, you can make a difference. However, it's never going to be through force or aggression or anger. Because if you're holding or producing any of these, they are lower vibrational frequencies, and you could actually be aiding in holding this energetic density that's holding back the progression. Now, it's not to say that it's anyone's fault, because it's not. Most of the population is at this level, and you can't, well, it's helpful to remember that it's very difficult to want to just pick it up and put it in a new space, because if you're aware of your own awakening, it had to happen to you personally the way it did for it to crack open your awareness into the level that you're at now. And so it's really important for us to come back to the heart, work on our inner self, share things like this. If you're feeling to share what you know and what you believe and what you're being guided to do, it is quite important that you do so if you feel called to. Not everybody is on the path of sharing. A lot of people are in an inner path, or they may be working more with one-on-one people, or it could just be the path to help their immediate family or those around them. So I hope this sort of clarified a little bit about the new earth, what it is, and ultimately when we're going to see these big changes and how we can assist the new earth. Thank you, beautiful soul. Make sure you subscribe if you'd like some more information about how you can use your ascension into success in all areas of your life. Have a good one.